So this is just going to be a continuation of the first part of the journal entry. I pressed pause for whatever, or stop for whatever ludicrous reason, I don't know. But what I was going to say about Valita and Nikisha is, Nikisha, if you deal with diabetes at all, she is a type 2 diabetic. Happened to her when she was 12 years old. And so she is the diabetic diva. Okay, so if you go on YouTube and search for diabetic diva, you will find her. She is gorgeous. She's a model. I grew up with this girl, or at least for some years, because her mother was part of the whole Coven, Coven, Coven Church and all of that, with the polygamous sperm donor of mine. So again, that's diabetic diva, right? And she's amazing. She's a model for Adidas, and she's also an MC. She does like celebrity parties and all of that. She's phenomenal. And she's a type 2 diabetic. Incredible woman. So that's who Valita and Nikisha is. Okay. All right. So let's get going. Continue with our journal. 628. I am going to win. You prophesy. I am going to win the Mega Million jackpot. Maybe I'll win what would be the equivalent. I don't play Mega Million. I have, like, every now and then bought a ticket or whatever, but that's definitely not something I spend my money on a monthly basis. I don't do that. If I feel like it, want to have fun, yeah, but don't take that too seriously. I just buy a ticket just for why not? Or what the hell? Just buy it. Just, sure, whatever. Scratch your ticket. 629:17. It's official. I've been healed from IgG4 and dialysis. You see that? 629 on 7/7, that bitch happened. You see that? Prophesy, son of man, prophesy. That was a message Steve brought. That was probably my favorite message from him in 21 years. I know it. You see that? Hallelujah. Promise fulfilled. Do you see that? You see that? And then here we go. Got the call from Pittsburgh. 3 a.m. That should be 7/7. Right? Because I actually flew out on 7/6. The call came in on 7/6. I had 6 hours. You have 6 hours. From the time you get the call, and also I have a kidney channel as well that I talk about my kidney journey through dialysis, rare autoimmune virus that attacked my kidneys, dialysis for 4.5 years, how to take care of yourself. And that channel is Kidney Care, and that is one word, Kidney Care, all one word on YouTube, Kidney Care, okay? And so, yeah, amazing to see. I flew out on 7/6. Judy went with me. She was the one who was my guardian, so should anything happen, she had authority to make decisions on my behalf. Fortunately, my angels had me, and my ancestors, and so all went well, right? Recovery process was super fast. I was back home in 3 weeks, 21 days. I was back home. So 21 days, I said I don't need dialysis. I'm just here to socialize. Transplant shows up. 21 days after that, I'm sent back to Florida from Pittsburgh, released from the hospital with a good bill of health. And the average stay in a hospital recovery time for a transplant is a month to 2 months. They normally keep you for 30 to 60 days. Okay? So, again, I move fast. That's just how I am. Spiritually, that's how my body works. I lose weight fast. I gain weight fast or easily. That's just, my body just I don't know. It's efficient in that way. It's not efficient in all things, or at least it could be more efficient in things. That's my responsibility, right? But, okay, generally, exceptionally well. You know, I'm 49 today in very good health. Okay, outside of the fatigues that my leg would suffer, I could play full court basketball today. I don't run like that, so my legs are not strengthened like that. But I have no problem with my lungs. I have no problem with anything. I don't have diseases. I'm not allergic to anything. None of that, right? So, as the one who is healed, I have become the healer, which I already was, but even more so, right? To help those who, again, are in that place, okay? Discharged from the hotel. Discharged to the hotel, I'm sorry, from the hospital on 7/12. See, on 7/12. 7/14, here's a dream. I was in Pittsburgh. Here's a dream. Myself and several other people of whom I do not know. Today, a couple of males and females. The guys and I are talking. A lady is interested in me, but I am not paying any attention to her. We go to a restaurant and sit outside. The guys and I are talking about where one of them are coming. Oh, his car tag has a Providence, not the U.S. state. Oh, okay. So it's like from, like the tag says Quebec or something like that. Like it's from a province of another country. It's not from a U.S. state is what I was trying to say. Okay. And it was a Georgia license plate. Interesting. Okay. So I get up and start talking to others, and this multiracial lady seems infatuated with me, hugging on me and declaring her love for me. I do not remember this dream whatsoever. I am trying, but it's interesting that I'm reading this now, given where I am in life. I am trying to continue my conversation. I think that's funny because of my stance on romantic relationships. I think it's interesting that even in this dream, she's trying to get my attention, and I'm like, get away from me. I think that's kind of comical. She may not, but I do. She then runs to me again, hugging me, and I notice all she is saying and continue looking at the one talking, but I hear nothing they are saying. I am totally focused on her now. I snap out of my gaze and apologize. I wake up. Interesting. 7/7/17, flying home from Pittsburgh in the morning. So, for all the fucking karmics out there, right, who telling people that I'm lying and I don't know what I'm talking about, you see that, motherfucker? You see that? I wrote that bitch down. How long ago? Look at that, right? 7 years ago. Thank you, Most High, for sharing this with me and me being diligent enough to write it down. The word diligent has been standing out to me the last 2 days. Diligent. Okay? So, I wrote it down again. I will win the mega. So, yeah, I'm just prophesying, just my prosperity, having been born into poverty, and then that poverty curse being placed on me. We have to break those curses, okay? Our first fall available day together since the transplant And she spent the... Oh, take a fucking look. Oh. Okay, so I get home. Okay? And it's our first full day. I don't know if that was a weekend or something, right? But Katina decided that she was going to spend it with coworkers. I had just gotten back from a transplant. You see that shit? Her dumbass think I left her. Well, she shallowly thought that I was leaving her for another woman. No, dumbass, I left you because you were non-supportive, bitch. Stupid ass. So let's get going. To the next one. All right, let me change this so that the page shows right on the video. 723. Denise. So Denise is this Denise. I know a few Denises. This Denise. Every Denise I know. Let me say this. Every Denise I know is a little spunky. Every Denise I know. Every last one of them. There are brown Denises I know. There are Caucasian Denises I know. It doesn't matter. They're all spunky. I don't know why that is, but every Denise I know is a little sassy and a little flirty. They're spunky. They're every Denise I know. Every last one of them are like that. Every last one. They're stylish. Every last one of them. And again, there's multiple. They all fall into that category for me. Every Denise I know. Okay. So, this particular Denise, she picked me up from the airport. I was meeting with the donor family, the husband, wife, and 3 children. The son that passed, she says, saw him in a military dress uniform. The family was glad to see their son's life had blessed someone. Okay, so I was for a long time, I haven't in the last 2 years, 3 years probably, I did not, no, maybe 4 years. I did not mail out a letter. But for the first 3 or 4 years, I sent out a letter to the transplant facility, the VA hospital or coordinator in Pittsburgh, a letter to pass on to the family of the 19-year-old that passed, from whom the kidney I carry, right? And so all I know is that he's a 19-year-old male, right? And so the hope has always been that one day I would meet that family. That has always been the hope, right? And so maybe this year I'll drop another letter in the mail. It's been a couple of years. Maybe I'll drop another letter in the mail and see if, yeah, who knows, right? So let's get going. And then I'll stop here. Well, maybe I'll go a couple more pages or one more page. Who knows? Okay, Holy Spirit says, let me know when you're ready. Yahweh God, give me the strategy to leave my my non-prosperous marriage. You see that? Hello. My healing has qualified me for new things. I want it all, right? I am an illustrator. I am a scribe. Yes, I am. Whether it's poems, whether it's music, whether it's journaling, whether it's books, I am a scribe. I am a painter. That's also a scribe if you're an artist. Okay. The Exchange, 8:13:17. I'm not sure what that is. Gotta skip a page. Okay, here's a dream, 8:22:17. Male woman tries to deliver a package to my home addressed to, I think I read that before, Sylvester Stallone. I let her know he does not live here. She then hands me a ring with keys on it and I wake up. So, again, Am I going to be living in a home that Sylvester Stallone used to live in? Sounds pretty swanky. 829 maybe. I don't know, unless it's his childhood home. I don't know what that looked like, right? 827:17. Forever, Yahweh God, you and I, and that is so true. Forever, baby. Forever. 924:17. Till more soil. 10:17, 10:15, 17. Nothing interests me that doesn't interest Yahweh God. Hello. Yes. He is my focus and I am his. 10:29:17. Dream, I am constantly being told God does not condone divorce. Okay? He doesn't condone it, but he allows it. DNA, blood type, historically, hereditary, none of that matters in Yahweh's kingdom. Because none of that does matter. You are birthed into families to kill karmic curses and karmic bloodlines and clear karmic bloodlines. That's why you're birthed into the family that you're birthed into. Not because your actual DNA matters. That doesn't matter to anyone but scientists. Okay, and investigators. November 5th of 2017, Mayor of Sanford declares November 5th the Rock of Central Florida Day. May 18th, happy 18th anniversary, Rock. All right, and that is true. The mayor of Sanford, whoever that was at the time, I don't recall, they declared May 5th the Rock of Central Florida Day in Sanford, Florida. November 6th, haven't been woke up at 3 a.m. in a while, so I was up at 3 a.m. on 9/6. Certified business consultant. Yeah, I had taken some courses and got a certificate and that. November 19th, I am faithful. I am a master manager of the currencies of the earth. I am an armor bearer. I am a soldier. I am an illustrating scribe with words and paint. I am sought after by world leaders. I am changing because I am relentless. I am a dreamer of the supernatural. I am a change agent. November 29th, this is from Jenny. She's one of the people at the Rock of Central Florida. She is Steve's daughter or sister-in-law. A place we have no reference for. Hebrew language. Those are things that she was talking about. Stand ready. That was Holy Spirit. New doors are open. And again, for those of you who do not know, on the right side of the page, I used to, when I was a part of a church, take my journals to church. Okay. And I would also use them for those notes. So whatever was said or done, or events and, confirmation, things that happen, I would write those things down. So the right page is used for Steve's messages or whoever was speaking. That's why I don't read from the right page in my journals. Okay. At least not this one. All right. So November 29th, I speak from the perfect place. Formade. Right? Alex D. Again, he's someone at the Rock of Central Florida. Operate in light and darkness. Kaylee H. Right. That, by the way, is that person who was an illustration of the individual on a motorcycle. That's not really her. She's married and has been for almost 20-something years now or something. To her husband, Matt. But she was an demonstration. And she's been an illustration and demonstration in other dreams. Operate in your functions. The vault is open, she says. Kim, who is Steve's wife. Zipper access in NE, which is New England. I guess that northeast. Northeast maybe. New England might be. They know people up there. 12/6 to the day. 4 months after my kidney transplant, Carrie Fong passes. My prom queen, I love you. Thank you for your time. You remain. Yes, you do, girl. Yes, you do. 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 And here's her picture. And it's funny because I'm gonna play another song. I'm on these song downloads right now. So I'm gonna play this song. And this song is for you, Carrie. The song is for you, sweetheart. Okay? And challenging more so for her father and her sister Lori. Her mother just passed. They just had the service last Saturday. They just had the service last Saturday for her mother, Terry. They just had it. She just passed that. I think she was 71, I think. Right? So, also my dialysis started on Carrie's birthday. Okay, it started on 2/15. Right? So, she's part of the 30-something us from General Cinema in Altamont Springs. And, yeah. So, a very unique group of us. We met when we were 16, 17. We worked there through our teenage years and got cars. And we went to prom with each other and all that sort of thing. And it was nothing wrong. We just did it just because it was fun to go. And we were just that kind of group of kids. Yeah, so let me play this song. I'm going to dedicate this song to Carrie and Terry. I do not own the lyrics or copyrights to any of the lyrics in any of the songs that you hear on this channel. All right. So, let's go ahead and take a listen. This is for you, Carrie. Thank you so much for your love, your friendship. Thank you, Terry, for your love, your friendship, allowing me to be friends with your daughters. You embraced me. Hugs and love to Richard and Lori. 222 on the clock right now. Much love and hugs to Lori and Richard as they continue to journey here physically without you two. All right? I love you both. So let's take a listen to this song.
Nothing so loud,
we actually we went to a this is Told the Wet Sprocket, All I Want is the name of the song. We went to a concert at Rollins College in like 1994, and Told the Wet Sprockets, this was their hot song, and we went to go see them play. I had to be the only brown guy in there who was not security. It was a great. I'm glad to have that moment right now, actually. I was not expecting that. I just turned the page. I don't know what's on the next page. I don't look at the journal before I open the page and start sharing with you. But I'm glad that came up again. I visit this often, and others in my journal. I don't have anyone else in this journal, I don't think. But in my other journal, I have others in that journal, and yeah. So, yeah. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you so much. And Terry, bless you both. And I know you're not done here. You might be back already, girl. You might be back already. All right. So December 15th. I knew someone named Tamisa and her mom had passed. She's actually very good friends, or was very good friends, with Archie and Tamara. I don't know if they still are. December 18th, Richard Bogart, who was a part of the Rock of Central Florida, passes. And my daughter Kim turned 21 on that day, December 18th. Okay. Dream Russell and Richard are hanging with us at service, packed house, celebration, praise, embrace. That was a dream. So they had just passed. Russell passed in 2016 and Richard passed in 2017 on December 28th. Right? And Richard Bogart was married, but he only got married once in his life. He was a very interesting man. He's one of those men who it would be interesting to do a research on their life, like trace back where they lived, where they grew up, talk to their family. Like, he's one of those people who, like, seems like he was born in, like, the old country, and then he went off to war, which he did. He served in the army, and then he got out of the military, and then he, like, invented this thing, and then, like, that did well for him, and then he ended up he never had kids, never got married. He got married when he was in his, Richard Bogart got married in his 60s or 70s maybe. He got married for the first time in his life while he was at the Rock. He got married to a woman who was a part of the Rock, right? And just so loving, gave amazing hugs. Like, he was the best guy, gentleman, man ever, right? So encouraging. He used to tell me, I'm going to be a real estate mogul. He used to tell me that. Yeah, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. I can see it, Kevin. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. It's going to be great. He was just an amazing person. How can you be 80 years old and you're still out there like, yeah, go get him, go do it. Like, yeah, go get him. You can do it. Like, he was incredible. Amazing man, right? And so I had a dream that he was hanging out with us at the Rock, right? So, all right, so this page is blank, which is really, really interesting. I left an entire page blank. Oh, okay, so maybe at this point, I wonder if I had... let me check and see. Maybe I started writing in the other journal at this point. Because... yeah, maybe I had started writing in the other journal at this point. Yeah, very interesting. Okay. Oh, I did write some things in there, but some time had gone by when I had not... oh, that's why. Because I was, I actually believe I was, I had started working, I know for sure, after the transplant. So I had started working as an accounting manager for a direct mail marketing company over in Daytona Beach, Florida. Daytona Beach, Florida. And, yeah. So anyway, thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening to my journal entries and going through that with me. Again, subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. New listeners, thank you so much for tuning in. Perhaps you're considering becoming a subscriber and joining this channel. It's not the only one, but its purpose is to help us all become our highest, purest, truest version of ourselves possible. Okay? Thank you so much as always, and be encouraged.